Alright guys, back in another video, and this time we'll be going to do another little segment and a deck profile and a little discussion about Frieza swap in set 9. Now set 9 gave Frieza quite a bit of an arsenal to be extremely aggressive, and the championship promo as well made it more consistent to drop the 5 drops from your hand. And I just want to go into detail about how consistent this deck is going to be and what this deck is trying to accomplish, because the deck is a little different than it used to be. Now, if you don't know what the leader is, he's from set 5. This is Frieza, and then Frieza Metamorphic Threat. Now on the front side, you choose one card from your life and add it to your hand, and then you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and choose one red Frieza Army card from the cards, and then put the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order. Now, it's not 3 cards like the new Frieza leader, so that's something to note. And I'm pretty sure the new leader can grab other than just red, which is important to note. But this card has Self-Awaken built into it and is a little more aggressive, and it draws one and untaps one whenever it awakens. Now, you start off with the Frieza swaps. Got the 1 drop here, Overture to Battle. This is just a free swap 2. And then, and it also boosts your leader or one of your red battle cards. So it has a free plus whenever you play this card over and over. So the card is super good. It's like, instead of having blocker like Grandpa or take a life like Bardock, it has a boost effect and you don't have to take a life. Super good. But you swap into this target for just the normal chain, and you swap into a 3 drop for 1 energy. So 2 energy gets you a free swap into 3 drop. So 2 gets you 3 drop, and then 3 drop plus 2 energy gives you the 5 drops. Now here's your 3 drop, and this guy is a removal for 20k or less, which is very important. He also has a barrier, which is another thing that's important as well for getting into your 5 drops. Now, something to note is we are playing blue in this deck, so this card is live, and also there are other cards that go really well with this deck that complement it as well. I'll get into those in a second. This is the championship promo. Activate main, pay 1 red, and you place this card in the drop area, sacrifice it. Choose 1 red or blue Frieza card with the energy 3 in your hand and play it. Usually you're going to just be playing your blue ability. Activate main, pay a blue. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, go in. So if you go second, you can choose 1 red or blue Frieza card with the energy cost of 3 in your battle area, and this card in your drop area, and send them both to the owner's warps. So if you have the 3 drop inside of your drop area, you warp it and this card, and choose it to 1 red Frieza card with an energy cost of 5 in your hand and play it. Now this card basically lets you cheat in these for very cheap for 1 energy, and this guy as well from the original set 5 pack. Now this card has crit and double strike, super aggressive, and also has a bloodless effect, which is good to note, but you have to take 1 of your life and put it in your drop area to do so. And you may choose it, but it also has to happen on the first thing they activate the entire turn, so because it's an auto. That's good to note if you haven't played this deck before. This guy from set 9, Triple Strike. When this card attacks, choose over your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and give them minus 30k, which is going to kill them, and then kill everything on their board. And then when one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased while it's on board, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area. This card is ridiculous, and it's like an alternate win con, but it's also because it has triple strike, and also can deck your opponent out late in the game. Cooler. This is a new card from set 9 as well. I'm going to get it out of the way. So this card is a rival for red blue, and you pay a red. Good that this card plays red, thank God, because it allows you to keep the blue energy for if you're splashing this card into this deck. And you get to ignore and bury, give 2 things minus 10, and they mill a card. So, how do you get the rival on board? So we have our blue targets here, and Frieza, and then Onslaught, which is important for the deck, and combo attack Cooler. Now this card right here, activate battle, pay 1 blue, choose 1 red or blue Frieza clan in your battle area other than combo attack Cooler, and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. And it has a once per turn effect that when it attacks or is attacked, choose 1 red or blue multicolor card in your drop area and combo with it. So you can combo with one of these guys you discard off of this guy right here. And and you get to a rival for a cooler. That's how you get your rival, and also you can just defend your battle card. But so this guy is free 25k attacker that can arrival in cooler, which is important to know for extra aggression. But this card is how it gets set up. Activate battle. Choose one red or blue Frieza clan card in your battle area other than Frieza on any onslaught. Return to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. So cheat it in for 1. It's like extra pressure for 1 energy. And choose one card from your hand to place it in your drop area. When you place a card, choose one red or blue Frieza clan card from your drop area and add it to your hand. So you can discard one and then add one back. So it can recycle these cards if you ever do get into pinch and discard them, or just mainly you want to just discard one of them for free, or if you comboed with one, however you want to go about it, or you discarded it for Topo, which is in my side. I had it in the main in my original like rough draft, but it makes sense for it to be inside because this deck is going to be the aggressive, not the defense side. But it's not really a mid-range deck. It's more of a super swap aggro deck. But they can be a little mid-range you play with your big 5-drops. So, something to note, you're playing swap, and if you haven't seen my Broly Storm deck, this card works well with swap, and it's also blue, so you can charge it. Could potentially bump this card for. Whenever you swap, basically, or bounce something to your opponent's hand, you get to play this card for free. And it also has ability in the drop area. You can bounce a 3-drop or less bet to the hand. And yeah, so this is your main engine for aggression, all those cards. And then you have your support cards like your Overrealm here, plus 5k draw card to your leader, and yeah, Overrealm 3. And then you have Broly. So this card is just super good whenever you're playing a red leader, and most of your stuff is cheap, so you can easily take a Topo out of their hand, and if they choose to use those 2 energies, then it's done its job in most cases in the late game. Then you got your super combo. This card is super searchable off the top with your leader, so the reason why you play it. But you could opt and play Beerus, and then, even then, you don't really care about rivaling too much in this deck. It's just there's an extra way to play, and yeah. So yeah, this is your 5 or less life draw cards 10,000 super combo, and then you got the last card in the deck I haven't mentioned, and that's just your double strike Champa, but it's 2 energy, so if you do have to play 15k for 2, which is very unlikely, but it's there, this could be a Champa. And you obviously play Senzu Bean because you're playing blue in your deck. And yeah, so this deck is pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, please comment below. We go to the sideboard options. This is just a rough draft, so if you guys wanted to take it to a tournament near you got the Har because a lot of things are green and yellow, and it's extra aggression. It also can put things in your drop area, which is kind of good for the deck. You could, yeah, most definitely play 3 at least, because if you put one of these in drop and you have combo attack, cooler, and you can combo one away, and also can fill for Overrealm, which is neat. Is that all you got? And Weak Coercions is your negates on the side, because this deck in the main has no negates, but you probably need them in certain matchups, especially going second. But yeah, these are your targets here. This card is super good, so might as well play it. But I could easily see you siding After Image or anything like that because those are just cards. But I think these are the better choices for the way your deck plays. This also could put something in the drop area early on for your combo attack cooler if you'd like. And you got Topo. So Topo is just super good. If you're playing red, this card should be in your 65 somewhere. It's good, really good. Then Super Saiyan Vegeta. When you're going second, I feel like you really need this card, especially with the red leader. Just help kill their board and play a little mid-range game if you have to against some of those aggro decks. They can play like Bardock's on your turn and stuff like that. So yeah, if you keep your energy open and they crown you and you play this on their turn, it's super good and it gets a lot of value and it buys you a turn. And yeah, combination attack. This card is super good for defense and it catches people off guard. And it's really hard to play around unless they have barrier. But yeah. Also, one thing to note on the back side of the leader, I forgot to mention, is other ability other than just drawing a card when it attacks. You can choose one of these guys in your battle area, and one of the red guys anyways, and KO it, and then your leader gets 5k. So you being your leader. It's pretty important to note if you want to read it yourself. Let's see what it says exactly. choose one red Frieza army card in the battle area and KO it. Then choose one card in your hand. So you got to discard a card as well. So that can help you get something to drop if you really need for your combo attack. So you really need to get combo attack cooler online for it to be really useful. So make sure that you're paying attention to keeping a red-blue card in your drop area. And you can recycle those with your Frieza Unending Onslaught. So if you have any questions about this kind of deck or what you want to see next, there's quite a few new leaders and older strategies are getting improved in this new set. So if you would like to see those, which one would you like to see, please comment below and like this video. And we'll see you in the next video. Deuces.